We get the best questions in our community, so thank you for being here, family. You guys ask a lot of questions about pen names and Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing accounts. We just got this question in the community, and I thought I would respond with a video so you could have more clarity and understanding what you wanted to do. My name is Jenny Hansen Lane. I have sold over six figures in I've received book royalties of over six figures in two and a half years. And I wish I would have known some of this stuff when I started, because I just set up one account and I did a lot of crazy stuff. The question here is, can you create multiple KDP accounts? No. It is against the terms and conditions. Okay. You do have one account, and then you have separate pen names. For example, one for personal journals, pen name. One for coloring landscapes, pen name. Okay. I don't want all my books to be listed in one place, as it looks kind of unprofessional, as they would be unrelated. Shout out to this person for already being 3 or 4 steps ahead by understanding a customer's journey is not going to look the same as all of your ideas. So let's dive into where exactly you are going to set up an account and where exactly you're going to establish your pen name. Okay, so the very first thing that Amazon needs you to do is to set up an account. And if you already have an existing account, when you click on Amazon, kdp.amazon.com, it will come up. If you already have a Prime account, they're going to try to sync you up with your Prime account and just have it all one login. Now, here's something to think about. If down the road you had a KDP coloring book or journal, or you were making over $1,000 a month with your Amazon book royalties, you could actually sell your account for $20,000 and start over. You could literally flip your account. I didn't know that when I started. And so when I set up my KDP account, I just put it under my personal name. And then I used my account to put all my pen names in there. And you guys know me as Jenny Hansen Lane. And so I put my Jenny Hansen Lane books in there. So the books that have made me over six figures, a very small percent of them are the Jenny Hansen Lane. But from all of my research and talking to other people who have sold their book accounts, when you sell your book account, you transfer everything. So for those of you that are like, I want to treat this like a business, when you set up your Amazon KDP account, you're going to enter your business name. For those of you that are not ready and just want to get your feet wet, you can go my route and you can just put your personal name. Now, this is for account setup. This is for taxes. So the pen name doesn't even matter for taxes, okay? And the really neat thing about this is, like, if you don't want to put your name on books, then you don't have to. But you do have to tell Amazon that you're a human. You do have to have some type of identification so they know that it's you. And you do make an agreement with them that you will only set up one per person. Now, if you go ahead and set up a business account and you have an existing LLC that has its own EIN, or it's tied to your social as a sole proprietor, and it has its own business PO box, then you absolutely can set that up as the business agreement between your business and KDP. Okay. So there are people that will have their business account, and even the banking information is different. Everything's different on there. And that is what allows them to have a business account agreement with KDP and then a personal KDP account. Okay. But you have to have everything different. Okay. And so and I'm not sure, because they've recently done updates that they're asking people to put their ID. They have to upload their ID, their driver's license or their passport. And so I'm not sure what they require for identification for the business side. Okay. But when you do set up an account, you do have to fill out the tax information, because they want you to get paid. They don't want to be holding on to your money. Okay. And so this walks you through it where you add your bank account. Now, if you're like, I'm going to do a business account and I'm going to do a personal account, you need to make sure these two things don't match. Because if they match, your account can get, both of your accounts can get shut down, terminated, and you'll never get them back. Okay. So now that you've seen where we're going to go to set up our account. Once you set it up, I'll show you what it looks like. We're going to click on kdp.amazon.com. So once you have your account information set up here, then this is called your bookshelf. It's also called the dashboard. So you literally, to establish a pen name, you have to create a book listing. So you can see here, there's different choices between Kindle, paperback, and hardcover. I typically create a lot of paperback. And so a lot of people wonder, so remember, we have our account, right? We have our account and our tax information complete, but the pen name is right here, you guys. This is where enter the primary author or contributor. Pen names are allowed. Note, before continuing, check your spelling since this field cannot be updated after publication. So this is where I always recommend to, if it's not your personal brand, don't publish under it, okay? Don't publish under your name. This is where you're going to come up and you're going to put in different, let's actually see. We were working on one with another client. This is where, so let's talk about pen names really quick. You can make up names, and there's author guidelines. Pen names are allowed, and you can even do bookshop names. So let's say that I was doing like activity books just for Australia. I could do something like Aussie Love Land. Okay. So Aussie kind of picks up that vibe. Land, Aussie land. Like I can do a name. I just made up a name, my pen name, Aussie Loveland. Or I could do something that would be more kind of like a book brand. So maybe I'd be like Aussie Adventures, okay? And then I would build out tons of books underneath Aussie Adventures. Now, your book also has to go through a review process where your pen name could get rejected if they think it sounds too much like a keyword, okay? So if you're working on a book, just remember to come down here and hit Save as Draft. You do have to have a pen name and you have to have a title in there to be, okay, let's see. You have to also claim that it's not explicit, right? To be able to even save it as a draft, and you have to be able to put in a title, okay? So this is the first steps to getting a pen name. Like it feels a little bit counterintuitive that Amazon would want us to establish a pen name this early, but this is part of the process to be able to claim it over on Author Central. So let's pop over to the author guidelines really quick and talk about what is required there. Now, just about a minute ago, we talked about either doing like a book brand or a pen name, and there's a way that we can marry those two together. You could even think about Aussie Adventurers and then having an illustrator or another pen name as a contributor, and then your book would be listed with both. So that's a really fun strategy to target multiple customers. If you want to establish like a self-publishing brand and you serve lots of different niches for a particular group of like kids or moms, okay, I would discourage you from doing an adult brand and a kids brand if there's some content that's not going to be good for parents to see for kids. I share that because I love this comment that someone said, like, it's not professional to put different niches together. That is part of the reason I've made six figures, is getting very niche and talking just to that customer. And I'm not putting any scary Halloween books by my little tiny baby cut and paste books. Okay. So Amazon will let you know that your book needs to have at least one author or primary contributor. Okay. But I did a book. I'll actually show you on the next slide, on the next page here. I did a book with 26 people. Okay. So it's possible. But like from that experience, I would tell you to stick to 9. Okay. You can ask why I stick to 9. I'll do a separate video on stick to 9. Okay. Why we stick to 9. Okay. So You still have rights to your book if you publish under a pen name. Make sure you Google your pen name first to make sure you're not infringing on someone else's identity or there's not something trademarked. Okay. So now Amazon talks about author pages. Let's dive over to Author Central and look at author pages. Okay, the tricky part about this page is you cannot actually see any of your books until you have a book live on Amazon. So it doesn't make any sense to come here until you're ready to set up your pen name. You can see this arrow here. If I click on it, it will show me 3 other pen names that you can toggle back and forth on. On your 4th pen name, you have to actually open a new email address and open a new Author Central account. Now, this is not the same as a KDP account, so don't go opening multiple KDP accounts. Inside of here is when your book is live with that Aussie adventure, you would come into books and you would look for books and you would add your book. So let's say I'm typing in Aussie Adventurer, okay, and I'm looking for the book here. This can even be a good test before. Let's say this was mine, Aussie Adventure. I'd click on it and then I would have to say add this book. And Amazon would check with my KDP account and see that I am the author and it would be added. But let me share something with you here. When my 26 girls did this book with me, they had to say they were a contributor, and then I got an email from Author Central saying, are you allowing them to claim this book for their Author Central? And I clicked yes. Okay. So that allowed us to be able to have that. They had their own Author Central. And let me show you what it looks like when you have your Author Central book done. So you can see here all these authors. Let's see. You can see we have them here. I'm going to click on one, hoping that they have their Author Central built out. She does. Good. Okay. I coached them through this. So when you have your Author Central account, you can add a photo, and you do that in Author Central, and you can add a bio, and she tells you exactly who she is. Okay. So it is a really cool aspect to do this. Now, here's a really cool thing. You can follow this person, and if she releases something, Amazon will email them for you. So I have so many pen name strategies where I teach this because it is gold. So anyways, I love these questions. Keep the questions coming because there's not a lot of strategy about pen names, and that's one of my favorite things. So please like and subscribe, share this with your friends, but most importantly, implement that for yourself. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.